Fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Bill Stadium here in Orchard Park. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Buffalo Bills.
For Indianapolis.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the... With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. There we go.
Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. Back to throw. Pass incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Mack. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
option right. Looking to run with Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through.
Bills, nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. On play action, Allen. Forced out to his left. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. They'll run him back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jonathan Taylor there. And now it's 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Campbell making the catch. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. from 19 yards away. And the Colts add on to their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnover.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Justin Houston able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Justin Houston, his 2nd sack of the night.
3rd down.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. That's gonna be a long day. That's gonna be
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The Bills send the punter out. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Colts 14. Bills nothing.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
He completes this one to Mack. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
And with the snow here, maybe asking too much of the kicker to try a field goal. So instead, offense on the field, they'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing deep. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kenny Golladay, 40 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Check 55 to Mike. Pass 85.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
55. Check.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darius Leonard gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Darius Leonard dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down. To the air, Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Flushed out right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Allen throwing complete to Brown, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Colts' 26-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And again, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, 26 yards. And the Bills cut into that lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
4th down.
Well, the field goal obviously a little dicier here with the elements in the snow, but still right on the border of field goal range. But they're going to go for it. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete right around the 8. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
A 27-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. Going deep here for Taylor. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play that time for the Colts. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll set up to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So after the INT, it's Allen. It's complete to Brown, right side. John Brown, 20, 10. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Check it back, check it back. Alert!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 13-yard line.
Hey, pick your game up. Mike, 55. Right there, you missed. 55. Alert.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. Singletary loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Allen. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. 8 yards on the screen there. Not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Touchdown, defense.
They'll try and throw for it here. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. He's got Burton here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Trey Burton there to make the grab. And the Colts have got it on cruise control.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more that they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get the security deposit back.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Bills 7. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. From the 25 on second down. Allen, he's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
3-yard line.
Looking to throw from. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Going for the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. One quarter remains for the